If you're looking for an awesome product at a great price, be sure to check out the link in the description. Cambodia has called for an immediate ceasefire with Thailand, escalating tensions along their shared border that have tragically claimed 32 lives over 3 days of intense fighting. The appeal for an immediate, unconditional cessation of hostilities came from Cambodia's UN ambassador following an emergency closed-door meeting in New York. This follows days of heavy artillery fire and airstrikes, marking the deadliest border conflict between the two nations in over a decade. Tens of thousands of civilians, an estimated 138,000 from Thailand and over 23,000 from Cambodia, have been forced to flee their homes, seeking refuge in temporary shelters like temples, schools, and municipal centers, their lives disrupted by the deafening blasts and fear of further violence. The Cambodian Ministry of National Defense accused Thailand of initiating unprovoked attacks, citing the firing of 5 heavy artillery shells into Posot province. Thailand, however, countered these claims, alleging that Cambodia initiated an attack in Trat province and that Thai naval forces successfully repelled the incursion. This exchange of accusations highlights the deep-seated mistrust and escalating animosity between the two nations, fueled by a century-old border dispute rooted in disagreements over colonial-era maps. The conflict, which initially flared on Thursday, has prompted international concern. The UN Secretary-General issued a plea for utmost restraint, while Malaysia, as chair of the regional ASEAN bloc, offered to mediate. Both the US and China have also voiced their apprehension over the rapidly deteriorating situation. Thailand's envoy to the UN echoed the call for an immediate cessation of hostilities and a return to good faith dialogue, emphasizing the urgent need for de-escalation. The death toll continues to rise, with 19 fatalities reported in Thailand, including 13 civilians and 6 soldiers, along with numerous injuries. In Cambodia, 13 deaths, comprising 5 soldiers and 8 civilians, have been confirmed. These tragic losses underscore the devastating human cost of the escalating conflict. Thailand's foreign ministry spokesperson expressed Bangkok's willingness to engage in diplomatic talks, either bilaterally or with Malaysian mediation. However, as of the UN meeting, no formal response had been received from Cambodia. This volatile situation is further complicated by a long-standing feud between the fathers of the two countries' current prime ministers. The strained relationship between Hun Sen, Cambodia's influential former leader, and Thaksin Shinawatra, Thailand's former populist leader and father of the current prime minister, has added a layer of political complexity to the already tense situation. While Thaksin has denied that their personal conflict fueled the border clashes, the escalating rhetoric between the two figures adds to the volatile atmosphere. He described Cambodian actions as appalling and affirmed that Thai responses were strictly targeted at military objectives. Dozens of kilometers along the 800 kilometers border remain contested territory, a legacy of previous conflicts, most notably the 2008 to 2011 clashes that resulted in a similar level of casualties and displacement. The current conflict, fueled by long-standing territorial disputes, recent incidents involving landmines and cross-border fire, and now exacerbated by the personal animosity of influential figures in both nations, has reignited a long-simmering conflict that threatens regional stability. The international community anxiously awaits a response to Cambodia's call for a ceasefire, hoping to avert further bloodshed and facilitate a peaceful resolution to this dangerous escalation. The humanitarian crisis unfolding on the border, with thousands displaced and seeking safety, demands urgent attention and effective intervention to prevent further suffering and loss of life. The weight of history, the urgency of the present crisis,